to get a bye for those of you just joining us in the next round, which is a welcome relief, having played so many days of back-to-back table tennis. And of course, there's no place to go and relax, is there? It's really, really hard in this high voltage kind of encounters to really unwind. There's Feng Tianwei, who so far was 8-8 coming into this match, but then she lost in her opening match here to Li Jie, so she's 8 from 9. She will want to redeem herself desperately. It's all about pride and dignity for this woman. Formerly world #2 back in April to September 2010. Here she is 8th in the rankings, but she's up against it.
You know, because why?
Because she's got a tough player here.
Absolutely. The short pip chopper from Netherlands in orange, Li Jie, was pretty upset, literally and figuratively. But then again, we've got two angry players out here looking for their chance for salvation, to redeem themselves after they were expected to be the victors and lost in their first battles. So one player after this match is going to be really not good to talk to.
Yeah, exactly.
Just saying, if you want an autograph, talk to the winner of this match and your chances are better. That's the beauty of celebrity in sport. You could be having the worst moment of your life, and if you can't find a bathroom stall to hide in, you're going to have to sign some t-shirts and some rackets.
You pronounce the umpire's name, will you?
Singapore to serve.
Feng Tianwei has been known to have some trouble against defenders, and Li Jie, one of the best defenders in the world. World ranked number 18 currently. Beautiful shot, wide out to the backhand side.
Well, hopefully they both would have spoke to their their teammates. So Yu Minyu for Feng Tianwei. How did you get on against this lady? How did you manage to contain her?
Yeah, you have to wonder how much time they had to do that.
Yeah.
It's only the second point of the game, Paul.
It's really, there's a desperation about each point, isn't there? A real insistence, and both players trying to make their mark so early in this match.
Yeah.
Statement of intent and all that.
It's really a fine balance between trying to finish the point and also playing patiently, which you have to do against the defender. And the defensive game is a game of patience. Literally getting the ball back on the table, trying to outsmart your opponent, fool them with variation, look for opportunities to come in and attack.
So Feng with the upper hand early, only by 2 points, been closely contested each of these points so far. Another of these attacker-chopper encounters that are just so intriguing.
It's an interesting point you brought up about talking to the teammates about what you did to beat the player on the other side of the table. But it's quite interesting because every player has a different skill set. Some players can win with their backhand or their touch game, where other players, it's just not part of their repertoire. They can't really rely on it when the pressure's on.
Feng at the moment seems relatively untroubled by all that Li Jie is bringing.
Well, something you brought up, which might be a fun fact. I like fun facts. Feng Tianwei, despite having trouble against choppers, has won 9 out of 9 attempts against Li Jie. Never lost.
3-4.
But there is a first for everything. And I think you at home would want to be able to say that you were there for the first time, that it did happen, a historical moment in a legend's history. That's that flat forehand. She's very confident going for it. That's why she uses less rotation. Figures she's going to try to finish the point, not spin it and start a counter looping rally.
The demise of the chopper being able to counter it, turn it around and smack the next big forehand. Quite tough.
5-4.
Very awkward shot forced by Feng Tianwei. On that new statistic on the screen, that will not be in the unforced error category. Feng Tianwei really finding the middle. I think I've even seen Li Jie. It was like she couldn't decide which side of the body to put the racket on.
Feng doing well there in the counter-attack from Li.
You know what? I thought of a way to say it. Feng Tianwei not giving a Feng. There we go. Because she just doesn't seem to care. She comes out here and is fighting. I mean, she cares about winning, and that's it. Oh, two bounces as it dribbles over the top of the net, just crawling on the table.
She deserved that, though, didn't she, to be fair? Made a very, very good point. There was a couple of good turnarounds where she got on the front foot a couple of times, came back, reloaded the gun, and then went again. Fortune favoring the Brave.
That was definitely a quality point from both sides. Watching it, I was so mesmerized by the first 10 shots of the rally that when it comes to deserve, I couldn't even tell who was playing better in that point. But she did go for it, and you're right. Going for that big forehand attack was a brave move, and it paid off. Right off the bounce, no time for Li Jie to react to that ball. And it really changes the rotation too. I mean, less time to react, but taking it softly off the bounce. Feng Tianwei still managed, you could see from this angle how much she covered the ball and kept the spin on it.
Deja vu. It's exact replica of the previous point. So Feng with the upper hand, then 2 points away in the opening game here. Well, normally pretty tidy in the way that she engineers and really builds effectively. Just overcooking that one. Needed a hint more top. Of course, the unforced error tally, it's still subjective, isn't it, according to whoever's making up those stats.
That's right, it is a call, an opinion call in the end. So Feng Tianwei now with 3 game points.
I think she's been in conversation with you, sorry to interrupt, because she's just attacking down the middle of the table a lot, not giving any angle to the chopper.
Stays on her side of the table, and Feng Tianwei starting off on the right foot, 11 points to 7 over Li Jie. Looking to send this to a 5th and deciding match in the overall team matchup. We'll be back for game 2 after this.
Second game, Netherlands to serve, Lowell.
We're back for game 2. Feng Tianwei leading the way, 1-0. Li Jie starting off with the serve in game 2.
Love ball.
And it seemed like there was some wiggle on the ball. Li Jie wasn't happy with her contact and her shot selection there. I've heard that a little bit sometimes the air conditioning in the playing hall, it is quite hot and humid in here, has affected the movement of the ball.
Well taken, straight down the middle of the table, making the chopper's life very, very tricky.
And that's what happens when you leave the ball high. Feng Tianwei grimacing a little bit. See a wince of pain there. The middle of the table is difficult to hit to when you're in the middle. It's the shortest shot on the table. There was a nice boomerang chop on the forehand side. Li Jie working both corners of the table in that point.
Let 2-1.
That's my favorite point of the match so far, Paul. Just amazing recovery and footwork throughout from Li Jie. Both players working so hard for that point.
And I think what Feng is implying that I am just not troubled by this chopping style, basically. That's what she's saying. I mean, I know you said she's had trouble in the past against, other choppers, but this 9-0 head-to-head, there's almost not a complacency, but she looks very secure. She's got nice soft hands, so she can drop the ball low and short when she wants to drag the chopper in. And just, backwards and forwards is Li Jie really struggling. The outcome, as I see it, Adam, is clearly on Feng's racket. That's what I'm trying to say. Yeah, it's hard to see Li Jie, winning points. Feng, she might lose them, but that's down to her. Does that make sense?
It does. I think that's actually quite common.
A bit hard?
Say that again?
A bit harsh? Or?
Oh, well, no, I think that's actually just sort of the setup of playing a defensive player. I mean, in general, when you're playing a chopper, and I think attackers need to remind themselves of this, not to get down on yourself and say, I'm losing the point. The defensive player's job typically is to keep the ball on the table until you miss and punish you for leaving it high in attack. That's why the modern defensive game, you see so many attacks. But yes, Feng Tianwei is going to be either winning the points attacking most of the time or losing the points missing her attacks a lot more than the other way around. So yeah, you're spot on. But that's one of those rare occasions. I mean, the role reversal here, a little bit of role play as Feng Tianwei puts on the defensive costume and backs off the table. 3 attacks in a row from Li Jie. How does it feel, Li Jie? Back edge of the table for Feng Tianwei.
Yeah, hand of apology, respectfully, from Feng. It's almost like she's just got that little bit more versatility in her game, and throughout each of those game styles that she employs, she's fairly solid.
Yeah, absolutely. And the comfort level you talked about, especially in this matchup, head-to-head, it's quite shocking considering her record with other defenders.
And she's a lot more frugal in errors from Tianwei at the moment. She's on lockdown. Very hard for Li Jie right now to squeak out points. Thunderous.
Absolutely. Thunderous is the perfect word for the power on that shot. Deep on the table, too. Watch her wait for this ball. And we saw how it was difficult. Britt Ehrlin tried many times and had a losing percentage despite winning 3-0.
3-9.
She's so desperate to level up for her team. She's taking the responsibility on her shoulders all week, doing so well.
3-10.
And while she's got 7 game points here, I was having a little conversation. I know we love analogies. Tightrope walking, they say that most people die the last 3 steps when they think they're on the other side of the rope. And it's sort of like finishing the game in table tennis. You can't let up, you have to keep your focus.
11-3.
Great analogy, love
Yeah,
that.
to Singapore.
So Feng Tianwei, 11 points to 3, even more dominant than the game before, takes a 2-0 lead. And we'll be back for game 3 to see if this is going to a 5th and deciding match just after this.
Netherlands.
A long, despondent walk back to the table for Li Jie.
Third game, Singapore to serve, love all.
She's going to really have to elevate her game here to turn this around.
Yeah, for sure. I think the attacks are going to have to be a lot more. See some more forehand, aggressive play. Or net balls, that's another way to go. Obviously not intentional. It's another tight rope there. In table tennis, you got the net fully taut on the table. She's really just coming down through those balls, changing every shot. But the backhand, trying to think, just sort of a tornado of spin coming off those pips. Oh, 2 in a row.
3-love.
Yeah, both players reluctant to offer any angle to their opponents is very much down the middle. Tight to the white line, center table. Right through the belly of the table throughout.
But one thing that really interests me is the change in tactics from Feng Tianwei. I mean, she won the first 2 games, and she's playing a lot more passive, a lot more pushing on the backhand side.
I think it must be quite hard to play against choppers and keep that intensity up at all times, and that's what they prey on, isn't it? Those lapses in concentration. That's exactly what's happened here.
Outstanding play. Feng Tianwei did everything right, as deep to the backhand and then as wide to the forehand. I think the only error was not moving quickly to cover the open table. But can you really expect a shot that marvelous? Just sticks her hand out, slaps it back to the widest part of the table, cross court. And the net luck comes back, a little fortune for Feng Tianwei for her first point.
Yeah, just when the Dutch player was on lockdown there, so solid, giving nothing. Takes that net cord to beat her at the moment. She's on a bit of a roll.
It's funny, as a player sitting on the bench, knowing that you're not going to be participating, still keeping loose. It's just sort of like the rhythm that you go through.
A shake of the head tells its own story. She's frustrated. She's 2 games up. She knows she wants to put this to bed. But the opponent lusting after more.
She really can't let Li Jie get any hope here, any confidence, or momentum, as we say. There it is, power right into the body. Every once in a while, Feng Tianwei, who's not known for her power, will really demonstrate that she has it, just pinning it right on the body. It's the second time we've seen Li Jie having trouble crossing over the body. Make that third.
Yeah, the fast long serve as well to set it up. It's almost like there's an angst from Feng. She just wants to get a few cheap points quickly. Dismissive.
Absolutely. It was sort of like listening to the coach earlier. I don't need any of this from you, Li Jie. You think that shot's a challenge for me? I guess that's what you have to do. Just tuck back, tip down, and rip through that shot. And the timeout. Coach Elena Timina. Years of experience with choppers. Defensive specialist. And even team spirit in the watch. That's Netherlands through and through.
Yeah, complete color coordination with the outfit.
Which makes you wonder. No, it doesn't. It doesn't make you wonder, actually. Feng Tianwei starting to come back right now. Was down 0-5, won 4 out of the next 5 points. And she's playing much more aggressively, Paul. Early on in this game, the pushing, we saw a lot of passive play, and it wasn't working out for her, just giving Li Jie too much of a chance. And really, why change that? She'd been attacking consistently, keeping Li Jie from the table, not allowing any opening attacks.
I think it's an energy thing as well. It's tough to keep going at that sort of level of intensity. You can see that they've both got the sort of knee straps on as well. I think that's just, they're suffering from a little bit of patella tendonitis there. Is that where that's where the kneecap kind of aligns the wrong way? So, you know, but they've both played a lot of match table tennis.
And that being said, it is a 3 out of 5, and they're trained athletes. They've got, you know, this is their only team contest today, so I think they can afford to just give it all out here, put it on the table.
6-5.
After all, this is one of those investments for the future. You give it all up here, you use all your energy to take first place in your group, then you have time to rest, as we talked about, to get through the round of 16 on a bye. What a shot, flat hit it right back, and the ball as high as can be. Look at this recovery. It seems like there's no hope. Crushed and racket head up wide off the side of the table. That's a contender for point of the day.
That is amazing.
From that angle, it looked superhuman. Talk about dismissive. Get out of here, Li Jie says. Two in a row, rushing into the table full speed, no brakes on that one. Feng Tianwei started her comeback, and this is a stressful moment right now. Elena Timina, you could see the face in the corner. So a 3-point lead for Li Jie. Overshooting the short corner, that's a difficult shot. Feng Tianwei's shot selection has been good, but everything gets rattled up. The cage is shaken after Li Jie has two devastating forehand attacks. And finally, she misses. This one actually looked like a more juicy opportunity for the forehand counter than the last two we'd seen Li Jie win. She's really going to have to focus on capitalizing here. Oh, and the soft shot doesn't go for the power after the ball hits the edge of the racket.
Coach.
Not sure what the oh. Coach warned for coaching. Li Jie going over to pick up the ball by Elena Timina, and the umpire says, Coach, not in my house.
Not on my watch.
Not on my orange watch. I guess it's Elena Timina who has the orange watch, though.
There it is.
All its shining glory. And the lead disintegrating. Now just 1 point advantage for Li Jie. Oh my goodness, the tension's so thick you could cut it with long pips. Look at that. Li Jie really fighting for that point. And Elena Timina on her feet to keep the spirits up of Li Jie after having the lead 9-5.
Mesmerizing rally.
I was wondering if they were going to call time to introduce the expedite rule. 18 points hadn't yet been played, so at any moment in that rally, it could have been the click of the watch, the small hand sending it into expedite, which can really change the mentality of the players.
Yeah.
One other thing to worry about. Flat hit goes long. An aggressive attempt, but it does not land.
She had to take it on, though. Ball sat up.
Not that high.
Yeah.
I think it's a clever idea. I can't fault her for the idea. It was just unfortunate for her that she couldn't land it.
Game point, match point to Feng now.
And that is it. Feng Tianwei has redeemed herself. 11-9, 3 straight games, and it's 10 wins to 0 against Li Jie. Feng Tianwei not showing an Achilles heel in this match. So we're coming down to the 5th and deciding match of this team contest. It's going to be Li Jie, the thrilling pen holder at 43 years old in the 5th spot, versus Yu Meng Yu, who's playing incredibly well today so far. Paul, I don't know who it's going to be, but I can't wait to watch.
It's going to be a really tight one, isn't it? Yu Meng Yu, 34 in the world. Li Jie, 25. Not a lot, only 8 places separating them on the rankings, so should be a firecracker finale to this deciding match of the group. Amazing. Don't go anywhere. Join us for that one after the break.